Where to begin? I have been meaning to do this to kick this off for literally a couple of months. What is this that I'm kicking off? What I'm kicking off is sort of a video diary. The idea it is primarily going to be about, well, what is called the Snaggletooth Diary, which is me and my teeth. My teeth, which are a big old mess. Well, I mean, they're aesthetically a mess and becoming sort of a health mess. I've got to like, I'm facing a whole lot of, I'm facing a whole lot of periodontal surgery in the next year. Nothing imminent. I still have time to sort of get my head together and get the money together and insurance and all of that nightmare, which is kind of really not happening at all so far. But I have to figure out. This is a part of figuring that out because there's without a doubt going to be a point where I'm going to see if this can actually help with the getting money to do that. But there's also other stuff going on here in terms of I write. I've kept a journal for many, many years. I've kept a journal since high school. There's a lot probably that I'm going to talk about out loud and posting that will be stuff that I've written uh, about this, my mouth. Now, it's my mouth in terms of my teeth, and it's also my mouth in terms of what it does, because my mouth is one of my features. I talk a lot. I'm a big talker, and people who know me know that I can talk a blue streak. It's a joke. It's all of that. Um, I love conversation. I love all of that. However, this initially is really about me talking about my mouth as a physical thing, my mouth as the thing that has teeth in it, and that needs a lot of work. And that as much as I have worked to take care of my mouth and doing all of my hygiene stuff, this is the thing that I've been facing that has been a certain inevitability for a while. And now that the time between inevitability and action has really shrunk, so that, I'm looking at a year where I don't know how soon, um, I'm going to be having teeth pulled and I'm going to be having all this stuff done. I'm going to post this on Substack. On Substack is already kind of the little weird little sort of creeping up on it, sort of entries about this idea of writing about my teeth, but it's more right. I've more been posting about posting than posting. And it came to me through conversation that maybe this would be something to do. I hate being on camera, but I learned a lot about how to be on camera and being more comfortable with it back in during lockdown because I posted hundreds of videos of me playing music and playing songs and talking to the camera in the middle of the night about mostly music, but also about stuff and life and my thoughts about things and what was going on with COVID. Mostly music. Mostly I was posting me playing guitar and mandolin and my other instruments and doing songs as a form of, as a way, mostly it was posting music as a way of sort of keeping my sanity together through COVID, but also really helping people that I knew and I didn't know, and it became very interesting. So it was in that sense very selfless. This, by comparison, is a very selfish thing in a sense because it's really about my my mouth and my teeth and my I need support, which again very well could come in the form of actually people supporting me, talking about my teeth by giving me money, but also I'm very interested because a lifetime of talking about everything has not been a lifetime about talking about this. And it's always been a very, very sensitive subject. And presumably, as I continue to do this, there will be points where I will tell stories, particularly early family stories, that kind of thing, which have to do with um, my teeth and my relationship with them. This is interesting to me on a lot of levels besides the personal sort of thing, because in a broad sense, I mean, many people are uncomfortable completely in their bodies, obviously, and some people are completely comfortable in their bodies, and other people are in an in-between place where they're comfortable, but they don't like this bit or that bit, or my hands are weird, or my knees are weird, or whatever, or my face, whatever, just my looks, my this, my that. Everything is kind of okay except for my nose or whatever. I don't really have those problems. I can talk about body image, and that's really something I want to get into because here now, as a fully grown adult, I've got a comfort level there. But I was also growing up, really into my 20s, was extremely uncomfortable in my body, and there's a lot of story there. There's a lot of other things to talk about there. But the kind of consistent thing has been the teeth. And in the course of my life, it's been, I think largely, I don't think about it, it's been sort of feeling like dealing with the hand that I was dealt, and then going through periods of real resentment and anger. Um, Again, family stuff. But, really real difficulty about it. Which some people are going to resonate with, and some people are going to, I guess, think that why do I even care about you talking about your teeth, Mark? But I'm just sort of going to do it, and kind of see where it goes because I don't want it to be just all a one-sided thing. I'm curious to see how people react, and I'm sure it's going to be all kinds of unexpected things. I'm sure it's going to be unpleasant things. I'm sure it's going to be pleasant and interesting connection things. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of things, even if it's just on a very limited level with a few people. The idea that this could be helpful is really appealing. So anyway, this is just sort of like kicking it all off. This is me just sort of posting something where kind of I can get this thing moving because, as I said, this whole truth of the matter about me needing to deal with my periodontal Snaggletooth Diary epic saga has been kicking around for a few months, and I've been in denial about it. I've been avoiding it. There's been all kinds of interesting stuff there about not my teeth per se, but insights into how we don't deal with problems, how we don't deal with issues, how I don't deal with issues. There's many issues that I've dealt with in extremely aggressive ways about myself to overcome, my extremely dysfunctional family, etc. Where I'm very adept and have a lot of background working on that kind of thing. Interestingly enough, the teeth thing is something where there's literally not more than a handful of people on the planet that I've ever talked about this with. Um, it just, I guess it always felt really self-indulgent and weird, and people have got bigger problems, and I diminished it, and I just made it not important, and I did all of these things. And yet now I'm looking at this thing where I have to deal with it and need to take this on. And it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for me to sort of get stuff out. I think there's a lot attached to this. I'm going to do this video stuff, but I'm also doing some writing. There's some writing that I've done that I have not posted yet because I just sort of wanted to get into a place where I was in a space of really got kind of wanting to kick this off. And it's scary. It's been very scary, very intimidating. I don't enjoy being on camera. I'm more comfortable with it. I work in video, so I can make myself look probably pretty good, make myself sound pretty good. I've got that facility, so it's great. But mostly, I'm behind the camera. Um, so anyway, I might just do what I did back in lockdown. I might just play music. I might do that kind of stuff. I mean, there's not really a plan here, but the thing that's really kicking it off, the thing that's really getting it going is my teeth, is sort of this kind of central sort of thing. Um, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. There's going to be more. I'm going to post it, see what happens. I figure I'm going to link this. I haven't linked any of this stuff to my other social media. I have not linked this to Facebook, but the point of this video is to put it on Substack because this isn't a Facebook thing. This feels like, you know, if you're interested, go somewhere else. This will also be, it'll be on my YouTube. But Facebook, it's just not something I want to do there. I want people there to know about it. I have a lot of friends on Facebook, but I don't want this to be something that takes up that space. Um, anyway, that's what this is about. Whoever I'm talking to, who's ever looking at this, and this is number one, Snaggletooth Diary, signing out. Off. No, wait, signing off.